The NF Acous NM20. Let's talk about it. So first off, this IM was sent to me on sample by NF Acous. This is a professional IEM, meaning it is made for people to mix and master with. I am more of just a hobbyist audiophile, so I don't really have a lot of experience mixing and matching. So, my experience with these style IEMs is a little bit limited, and they might have a different look and appearance. So I'm going to try to talk about this as if it were an audiophile IEM, despite it being a different kind of product. So this is a single dynamic driver. It costs about $119. This is from a new brand, NF Acous, who is also kind of known as NF Audio before. They have certain DNA in their packaging that's similar, and certain DNA in the tuning that we will talk about briefly, but it is a new brand and a fresh look. Let's start by talking about the build quality. The IEM itself is small and slender. It has a metallic nozzle. It is a QDC style connector. It fits well in ear, and it provides good isolation for me. I don't really have any major problem with it. The nozzle is fairly small. It's light and easy to have in my ear. I like the faceplate design, and there's really not any problems with the shell or how it looks. I think it's kind of nice, and I think it looks good. I like how it's semi-translucent. You can see some of the electronic parts even through the front of the shell, and it just kind of has a nice, cool design. I appreciate that about it, this IEM. It has a nice carrying case. It feels good in the hand. It has some nice colors to it. It just, it has a nice zipper. It feels excessively premium, and I really enjoy it. As far as the ear tips go, you can see them here. Nothing too exciting, but they're there, and they work fine. And, we do have a 6.5 jack that connects, which is very important for some. It's nice to have a good quality 6.5 jack, and the cable is of a nice quality. I wouldn't say it's super premium, but, the connectors do feel weighty and metallic. I do find this to be a nice cable, but not super exciting. But it's light, it feels durable, it doesn't tangle very often, it sits how you need it to, and it has a functioning chin slider that has no problem. So overall, it's a win on the cable front, and it has a nice Y split as well. So there you go. It is a QDC style connector, and you can see these right here. Okay, let's look at this graph. This is an interesting graph. There's a lot of spikes, a lot of curves. There's a lot of issues with this. I mean, even if we normalize this at 500, you'll notice it has kind of a lot of bass and a lot of treble, and it becomes a little bit too much treble for my needs and for what I would want, and it just sounds just a little bit off for me. The amount of treble it has, and it doesn't feel very cohesive in my ears, although I think some people might want that level of treble tuning. Like, it kind of reminds me of the 7 Hz Aurora. Let's take a look at that. And it's kind of a little bit like the 7 Hz Aurora in some regards, but not in others. Like, in some regards, you can look, it even has more treble than that. I wanted to compare it to some of their other ones. They have the NFRA. You can kind of see this. That has similar kind of DNA, but you'll notice that the NM20 has gone in a different direction with just even more, a little bit more bass, which is fine, but a little bit more that 2K and 4K and, this 6K, this 6 to 10K region. And so it becomes a little bit scooped in the mids and does have an excessive amount of that, presence treble kind of region there, and it becomes kind of bright for what I want. But again, if those are the regions you need from a mixing and mastering region, I think that could be good. If we look at another one, there's another IEM I kind of wanted to show you guys, like I just reviewed pretty recently, the CCA Polaris. This to me is a cheaper IEM if you're just looking for something that's a little bit more audiophile, that's a little bit more laid back and has a little bit less treble. This one will cost you $15, and I think that would have way less treble for what you need. Again, if you do want that treble, the NF Acous NM20 would be something you would want, but for me, I couldn't tolerate it, to be honest. Now, I did EQ this, and it EQ'd and it fixed kind of a lot of the regions that we needed, and it sounded much better. And it's, you know, sometimes when you EQ, it helps fix a lot of problems. This did make this work a lot better for me. And so for me, I feel like if you want to take this IEM and you really use it for music listening, I kind of would recommend EQ unless this is something that you like out of the box and is something that you specifically are looking for. So let's rank this guy up. You know, personally, I found like the bass to be not very good, the mids to not be very good, and the highs to be a little bit piercing. On some tracks, they worked really well. In orchestral music, stuff like this actually worked kind of nice. But like as an overall all-arounder, it didn't really work very well. I felt like it lacked kind of dynamics. It imaged kind of strangely, and it felt like something that I wasn't used to. So I'm only going to really recommend this for professional work if that's what you're looking at this for. I think this could be a good set, and I think it's packaged very well for what many people might want. So while I didn't really like this IEM for listening to music, I do see value for people that do need a bright treble set that's comfortable, and that's a reasonable price and well made. The accessories are nice. The case is very nice. The added touch of everything, the unboxing experience and the cover art is all really awesome on this set. And so it's just, for me, I don't understand from my perspective how audiophiles would want this, but again, I recommend this for professional use and professional use only. And I do think it is a very interesting and beautiful set, and it does have great accessories. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go watch another IEM video. It's done. That's the entire video. What more do you want?